these days, and especially now less than ever, nothing guarantees you a job. A CELTA qualification is a very, very important step in the right direction for two reasons. A, because it puts you in the 2 to 3% top level of English language teachers in the world. It's the most highly recognized English language teaching qualification available at the moment. When I say at the moment, I mean it has been for the last 40, 50 years. In fact, longer, 60 years. The fact that you hopefully come out of this course with the CELTA qualification almost guarantees you a teaching job. And it guarantees you a teaching job anywhere in the world. And I think this is a very important point to make. I mean, the one of the things that we know about the pandemic, there's a lot we don't know about the pandemic. One of the things we do know about the pandemic is that it has really, really shrunk the world. The world has become a much smaller place now. We're all much closer. We're all interrelated. We're all fighting the same pandemic, and we're all, to a very large extent, using the same arms to fight this awful situation. The world is smaller, and the demand for English is growing exponentially. I mean, I've said this year after year, but I think now it's truer than ever that really the demand for English language, for English language qualifications has grown to such an extent, an almost unbelievable extent from my youth, and it's grown now more than it's the lingua franca of the world now, and everybody needs to speak or to learn or to know English. And you, as CELTA qualified English language teachers, which I hope you all will be, are very, very well placed to do that. Now, the fact that you're doing it in CELTAGranada is also an interesting aspect of the course that you're doing. A, because you're in the hands of Simon and Monica, who are without doubt, and I can say this without fear of contradiction, probably the most experienced and the most professional CELTA trainers in Spain at the moment. And B, because you're working within a group. I mentioned before Exams Andalucía, the most prestigious English language teacher training course at the moment is CELTA. The most prestigious English language qualifications are the qualifications of Cambridge assessment. Now, these qualifications are have been established by, it's called the Common European Framework. And these are English language qualifications that young people need now. It's not whether I will or whether I won't. Now, for example, in Spain, in order to graduate, an undergraduate needs to show a level of English equivalent at the moment to B1, which is a preliminary English test, Cambridge preliminary English test. Next year, within a couple of years, it'll be B2, which is our first certificate. Without doubt, now, in order to do a master's degree anywhere, you need what's known as an advanced certificate, a C1. Now, these are all certifications of Cambridge assessment. And we, Exams Andalucía, is the largest organizer of Cambridge Cambridge qualifications in Andalucía, in the south of Spain. What I'm getting at with this is that our network of connections with language schools, with all sorts of people involved with teaching English is extremely broad and extremely wide. And so your connection with Exams Andalucía, I'm sure Simon and Monica will tell you more about this as you finish your course towards the end of your course. We are in a position to be able to recommend, to advise you, and to give you an idea of where to go next if you want to stay in the south of Spain. There are all you have to do is open the relevant professional newspapers to see, or journals, to see the demand for English language teachers all over the world at the moment. So the relevance of your qualifications, together with the prestige of Cambridge assessment, together with the recognition of the CELTAGranada course, makes your whole experience, I think, very, very worthwhile. And it means that you really are doing something that is important for your futures and important for whatever you want to do in the future. You may not want to be English language teachers, but the fact that you have it in your back pocket is always a resource, always. I always say that as a good CELTA teacher will never die of hunger. Whatever you do, you always have that qualification. You can always set up English language teaching classes, or go to a language school, or go to a school and say, I am a CELTA trained English language teacher. So that's the importance, basically, and the relevance of what you've achieved. Unfortunately, you can't do this course in Granada. Are any of you in Granada? No?
Me, yeah.
Martina, you're in Granada. You're the lucky one, because it's such a beautiful place to be, and such a beautiful place to study. But I hope that all of you, once these awful restrictions are lifted, you will find time or possibility to visit us and to meet Simon and Monica in the flesh, and maybe even me if I'm around. That'd be nice. And that's it, basically. Do you have any questions? No?
Too scared.
No.
Oh, actually, Jonathan, Angelica was a student at IML, right, Angelica?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she did a.
Oh, are you?
With us, and you did, didn't you? Completed a CAE course with us, and she examined with us as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's a course, yeah.
I did also the first certificate with the IML as well.
Oh, very good. Oh, excellent. So you know what it's like. You know all about it. Excellent. Are you working at the moment?
No, I work with my parents at the restaurant because we have like our own family business. So
where is that? Where?
In Granada.
All right. Okay. Okay. You must leave the reference so we can go.
No, we don't know that yet, do we? And Martina was meant to come and do the face-to-face course, right? Because this was meant to be a face-to-face course at some point. But we switched to the fully online one, and she still decided to come to Granada anyway. So there she is in Granada and doing a fully online.
You say you've come. I thought your surname isn't Spanish.
Yeah,
I didn't think you were Spanish.
No, I'm from Prague originally, from the Czech Republic.
Oh, love.
Yeah, but
so you came
I decided
to Granada. So you're sitting in your flat in Granada, are you?
Exactly. Yeah. I know the city well, and I really like it. So I decided to come.
Beautiful. It's now, unfortunately, now is not typical, and this time of the year is the most spectacular time of the year to be in Granada with. Under normal circumstances, under current circumstances, is very, very difficult. I've been trying to get back. I'm in London. I've been trying to get back to Granada, as Monica and Simon know, since November, and every time I've had a flight and I've been postponing it. It's just so incredibly difficult. It's basically illegal. What?
Yeah, that's what Michael told us today, right? Yeah.
Yeah, £5 fine.
Yeah,
that's right, £5,000. But mind you, that's going abroad. I would have to say, A, that I have a company, which is quite true. B, that there's an emergency that requires my presence very urgently. C, a residence. Okay, I got a residence permit. D, I got to have, a negative PCR test under 72 hours before that. I mean, it was just ridiculous, the paperwork. And then landing in Malaga, it's not so sure that I would have been able to find transport back up to Granada again, because the cities are in lockdown, aren't they? There's Cierre
right now they are.
Yeah. That's right. You can't. So no, not easy, Michael.
A few weeks ago, Jonathan. A few weeks ago, I had no problem with travelling from Granada to Seville. I had a letter just in case it was needed, but I never had to show anybody the letter. So that was interesting.
This weekend, they've already announced they're putting 50,000 policemen on the roads. This is just in Andalusia, to stop traffic, to make sure that nobody moves. I think numbers are beginning to creep up again, are they? I see in the papers this morning. They're a bit worried about. And of course, the vaccination rollout is incredibly slow in Spain.
Yeah, and now it's the Semana Santa as well, so
that's right.
That's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jonathan, are you a betting man, Jonathan?
Am I a betting man?
Are you a betting man?
Well, it depends on what.
Well, my daughter finds herself in a very similar position to you. She's been trying to come to Granada to visit me since November, and
That's
recently she bought a plane ticket for the 27th of May. What do you think her chances are?
Well, all I can say, Simon, is that my ticket is for the 16th of April.
Right.
So if I get there, she'll get there. I just hope. You can only hope.
Yeah.
She has a good reason. Visiting relatives, I think, is one of the. You'd have to say that you're not well.
I know. Yes, I'll have to pretend I'm suffering. Yeah.
That's right. That she has to visit her dad.
As long as you don't say you're suffering from COVID.
That's right.
Yes.
So can I just ask you? So Angelica and Martina are in Granada. Dave, where are you?
In Jaén, in the Jaén capital.
Oh, in Jaén.
Jaén, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And Ariane, where are you?
I'm in the Costa Brava, in
the
Catalonia.
Costa Brava.
Yes.
Whereabouts in Catalonia? It's beautiful.
In Bagur. It's a small town.
What's it called?
Bagur.
Bagur, I know it.
Oh.
I know Bagur. It's absolutely beautiful. Yes, I stayed there. It's spectacularly beautiful. It's not far from. I know Bagur, and I know people who go on holidays to Bagur. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. I stayed in a hotel called La Capilla or La.
Al Convent, maybe.
El Convent, that's right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. What a coincidence. It's spectacular. I recommend everybody to go there. It's lovely. And Michael, where are you?
On the Isle of Wight.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's a very geographically dispersed group.
Yeah, it's an interesting place.
How much longer have you got to go? How much longer is the course? What week are you in at the moment?
We're coming towards the end of the second week, Jonathan.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. And what do you have a break now for Semana Santa? Do you break?
Yeah. So then we come back for 3 more weeks.
Oh, lovely. So you break next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. It's a nice way to do that because it means that things are consolidated as well. People, it's not so intense.
Yeah, Jonathan, I keep telling them how lucky they are with this break, but they won't believe me.
Oh, I can confirm that. I mean, people normally end up on this course, so literally crying in the corners. They can't take it anymore. It's so intense. There's so much to do. It's constant. The fact of having a week's break is a luxury. It's a real luxury. I met people on previous courses who would jump at the chance of having had a break at the end of the second week. I think it's much more civilized this way, I think. I mean, obviously you lose the personal touch and the contact, but this idea of a break now is not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Great. Well, have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful end of the course. Maybe I'll see you before the end. And if you're around in Granada mid-April, I'll definitely be there. So I look forward to meeting. Are any of you, apart from Martina and Angelica, Dave, Ariane, or Michael, are you planning to come to Granada at all, or no?
I would like to go soon, but depends on COVID.
Of course. It's a beautiful city, Ariane. Have you been to Andalusia? Do you know?
Yes, I was supposed to start the course in November, so I went there in November. Granada is beautiful.
It's a beautiful city.
Mm.
But Ariane, you're not Catalana with a surname like Heathcote.
I am, yes, but my father is English.
Okay, so it's an interesting mix. Great. Okay, well, all the best, Monica and Simon as well. You're looking very well, both of you.
Well, Jonathan, please let us know that your flight was successul, and then maybe
most certainly, Simon. You'll be the first to know because I'll see you.
Then maybe we can have a tinto de verano together.
That'd be really, really nice and very civilized. That would be good. Because what date is this course finishing?
23rd.
23rd.
The 3rd of April.
Of April.
Oh, no, so I won't. I thought maybe I'd be there. No, I won't be there before you leave.
No.
23rd. Not
Oh, the 23rd. Oh, well, I might meet you. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. If I get back, I'll certainly make a point of that. The week of the 18th of coming around and seeing you again. Yes, it'd be lovely. Lovely. And I'll certainly be able to meet Martina and Angelica. That'd be good. I mean, are we allowed to have a end of course drink with the people who are in Granada? Do we know?
You are prom.
Granada's only an hour away from where I'm at, so if we're allowed, I'll come out and meet you.
That'd be no, and Jaénes is down the road. That's right.
Yeah, it's not too far. Train ride, or if you have a car, one or the other.
What are you doing in Jaén, Dave? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, well, I was actually born here, and I was raised.
Oh, wow.
I was raised in the States, and I just came back January of last year. Came back to help my mother, and I ended up staying here. And so I live here now. So I'm starting a new life, and decided to take the course to give me a good direction towards that life, staying here in Spain. So.
Well, there are some good language schools in Jaén, but there's certainly a big gap in the market there. But we can talk about that. But there is we cover Jaén as well for Cambridge exams, and so I know the area well. Not only the capital, but also the villages around Linares, Baeza, Úbeda. I mean, some really interesting places if you were interested in setting something up.
It was Joanne from the school in the center. She's got the oldest school here in Jaén. She was the one that said
Joanne Lehman. I know her well. Yes.
She said to take the CELTA course, go that way. So I was like, all right.
She's good. She's very serious and she's very good. Yeah.
Very nice person.
Okay, guys. It was lovely to speak to you. Well done. Animo, as we say, and enjoy your Semana Santa, and then the last couple of weeks of your course.
All right, lovely.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, then.
That's okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. So have a nice afternoon, evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right.
Guys, later.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
And I look forward to people sending me messages about 5 minutes to midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're going to be professional.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.